Welcome back to the I Can Do Anything podcast. My name is Colin. Again, I'm joined by NBA correspondent Adison Daub.
I like the title.
Yeah, you like it?
Yep.
What's up, dude?
Oh, just hanging out, man.
Are we starting with Kyrie or are we starting with Dwight Howard?
Oh, I want to show you the video, Kyrie's video, but my internet's being a little shitty. See if I can get it.
What's he doing? He's leaning forward.
It's like, all right, so the LeBron, Michael Jackson, like Smooth Criminal, like lean, on stage where he does. It's
while he's doing a workout.
I don't know if he's just mentally. I don't know how to explain it.
Kyrie Irving's anti-gravity lean.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Watch this one. This one's incredible. This is
Whoa, what?
Oh, yeah.
That's not real.
No, it's real.
Nah,
it's real.
Come on.
Because right after that, it's a workout. Because after that, he's standing on the basketballs, dribbling the two ball basketball. Yeah, it's actually 100% real. I don't know. I didn't believe it at first, but everybody's saying it's real.
Do you think Kyrie's maybe an alien?
That's what I was wondering. The Earth is definitely flat.
Maybe this is Kyrie showing us that the Earth is flat. Could you do that if the Earth was a circle?
I don't know, man. That's fun. This is great. That's classic.
That's really annoying.
Yeah, man. It's funny though.
Yeah, it is. I don't. So what did we? I don't remember what the fuck we just said.
We were talking some about Kyrie.
We have more audio issues here over at the new. Do you think it's the new house?
It could be.
As I was hanging stuff on the walls and putting stuff in this house, it just seems like I was hanging pictures and stuff, and I would to the eye it would look really unlevel, but then you'd put a level up there and it was level. Maybe this house is haunted.
That's what I was about to say. Probably a ghost.
It could be. Maybe it's haunted by Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, dude, he's everywhere. You just don't know. Because we might be the first people that really onto him being an alien. So now he's here to haunt us.
Huh?
Yeah. You never know.
He just came here. He just he leaned forward and then came here.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe there's multiple Kyrie Irvings.
Okay, so is that ab strength or is that just the result of being an alien?
So I don't know. It's pretty incredible. It's got to be a mixture.
Okay, tell me about Dwight Howard.
Okay, so I woke up this morning, got on Twitter, scrolling through, and everyone's talking about Dwight Howard. I'm like, what's going on? Did he have a big night last night? Turns out, this girl that he supposedly dated for a while, said that he was kind of like assaulting her, stalking her, and had this long feed, like a Twitter thread of a bunch of tweets talking about how he's actually into transvestite women. And so the sore buttocks, he's been taking dicks in the butt. And it's also, yeah, because I guess he goes to a bunch of these parties that she found out about, and it's for like transvestite people and stuff, and it's absolutely wild. Yeah, so everyone's talking about it. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but the sore butt sounds
like a wild thing to say to make fun of a guy who's Dwight Howard gets made fun of a lot.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was it was all based around the fact that she was getting stalked by his group. Because she knew about this, and they wanted her to basically keep it quiet. So they harassed her to keep it quiet. So she exposed him on Twitter. But I don't know if it's real or not. It's hard to he said, she said. But the whole thing with him having sore buttocks earlier this year,
that would make sense.
Yeah,
that would make the buttocks thing.
It might make it. Yeah, I don't know.
Glute. Howard out quotation glute.
Wow. But yeah, that's everyone on Twitter is making fun of him. A lot of good stuff going on. So I don't know though.
What does that mean for Dwight Howard if it's true? He can still play in the NBA, but he's just gonna get.
It's gonna be a little
ripped to shreds by these guys. And on the court, they're just gonna be making fun of him for that shit while he's playing.
He seems like a pretty mentally weak guy too.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty mentally soft. But I don't know. It'd be weird. I mean, it's his sex life, so really, you don't, it is what it is.
Do whatever
I really
you
don't
want,
care,
I guess, but it doesn't mean I can't make fun of you.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm laughing all the time and stuff. People, it's good, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't think he obviously said or denied it or.
So somebody bigger than Dwight Howard was fucking him in the ass, and
I don't know.
He pulled a glute muscle.
It was.
How does that work?
It was a guy that used to be a guy that got changed into a girl, but maybe still has a penis. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, or Oh, so you're saying, okay, so it's specifically that he likes trans. He's not just like, also, well, I guess that's kind of makes you gay a little bit.
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah. What is gay really, though? You know, what is that?
I don't know, man.
You never know these days, really.
It's all opinion based.
Dwight Howard is a transvestite, apparently. Oh, no, he's not a transvestite. He just likes transvestites. Well, that's not NBA news at all.
No, but that's welcome to our podcast.
All right.
Do you think there's any way ESPN or Sports Center or any talk shows talk about that? Is there any way you think
if they do, they won't just it'll be like some really, really vague thing about like, you know, probably not actually.
Because it's 2018, you know? Almost 2000. You think they'd... And it's kind of a little...
So maybe they'll talk about it as like this ground, like he's breaking ground in the NBA. He's the first, I don't even, transsexual, I guess. He's not a transvestite himself, but he likes to have sex with he experiments sexually with transvestites, so he's transsexual. I don't know what the terminology is crazy, but interesting. Yeah, I don't think that they'll touch it.
I don't think so. I would hope not. It'd be weird. Colin Cowherd talking about it. I'd be like, eh.
But Dwight Howard will definitely touch a penis that's on a... How does that work? A penis that's on a girl? So he's fucking girls that have dicks.
I think, or they're fucking him. And they used to be... They used to be guys. And maybe...
Oh, they used to be guys. Now they're girls.
Now they're girls.
So they just have
But I don't know.
still.
They might not have a penis, or they might. Or he might, you know, he might just
so that just makes him gay.
I guess.
All right. What kind of stuff has happened in the NBA since I last saw you?
Let's see here. I thought we had some pretty big stuff this week. The Cavs have won 2 in a row. Good for them. Oh, LeBron played Cleveland.
Yeah, the Cavs have run 2. That's exactly how I felt about it. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. They've won 2 games in a row.
It was a pretty good win over Houston. I'll pull up the Houston box score from the other night and just kind of see what happened.
And they beat Philly in Philly, I think. Which is pretty good.
Did you like, their first win was against the 76ers. The Joel Embiid tweet after the game was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so
great. He's such a clown that you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thompson had 16. Colin Sexton had a career high 29. Clarkson had 20. Kyle Korver 12.
Maybe J.R. Smith was the problem.
Maybe J.R. Smith was the problem. It could be.
Where do you think he ends up?
Jesus. James Harden had 40.
Whew.
44 rebounds, 13 assists.
It's a good night.
14 of 30, 46% from the field, 7 of 12 from the, that's free throws. Where's threes? 5 of 12 from 3, 41%. Eric Gordon had 28. Capella the other night was their leading scorer.
It was like 40 and 20 or something.
That was against the Pistons, I think. Yeah. They lost to the Pistons, and Drummond had 23 and 20. And Clint Capella was Harden had 33, but Capella had 21 and 21 or 29 points, 21 rebounds.
That's pretty.
Jesus.
That's pretty good.
21 rebounds from one guy, and then 20 rebounds from a guy on the other team that they guard each other. How does that even?
I don't know.
They're the only people rebounding.
Drummond averages like 18 rebounds a game.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's one of the stats that people don't talk about. It's pretty impressive. To average that many rebounds is because Brooks Miller always said you can shoot too much, you can pass too much, but you can't rebound too much.
Oh,
you ever think about that?
I've never heard him say that.
I think he said that. It's pretty sure it's him.
That's pretty good.
But it makes sense.
That's pretty good.
You can pass too much, you can shoot too much, dribble too much, but you can't rebound too much.
Can you pass too much?
I mean, probably you can make too many extra passes. I guess being too unselfish sometimes. But
yeah. Okay, LeBron went to Cleveland and played pretty fucking well.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Yeah,
but I figured it'd be kind of close because I didn't. That was basically
the Cavs led. I kind of forgot about the Cavs led most of that game.
It's about the fourth, I think. But that's like Cleveland Cavaliers Super Bowl right there, pretty much for the season.
Yeah, you could tell that they played up to their opponent, and the Lakers sort of played down, or it just didn't mean as much to the Lakers. There was the Colin Sexton and and Jordan Clarkson and all those guys were getting all fucking excited every time they'd score, and Clarkson's got his tongue out and shit. Like, dude, you played like shit in the in the finals. And now you're all, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's all they can do is be excited as they're playing well in regular season. Like, you wouldn't play well and just be mopey. Like, I played like shit in the finals, because you can't just think about that for the rest of his life. But like, yeah, I don't know. You're right. That was their NBA finals.
The biggest game they'll play all year. But hey, yeah,
do they play the Lakers again?
Probably I would imagine probably out west, maybe one time. Yeah. Normally, I think they played twice.
1-1.
Like Western Conference teams play everybody. Like you play everybody probably more than once. You would think, especially like
you would
West versus
assume
West.
That you'd play every team. Yeah. There's a lot of fucking games.
Yeah,
though.
82 games. How many teams? 30. It's 30.
Yeah, 30.
So.
I'm not good at math. I don't even know where you would start to. Yeah, you'd have to be able to play every team.
You probably play everybody twice, and then you got to play like your division teams.
The division teams play more.
Yeah, and you probably play Western Conference teams a little more too if you're in the West.
Yeah,
East and the East. You know. Yeah. What about J.R. Smith though? I got to ask you. Do you think he gets picked up or traded and will anything happen?
I don't know, man. I think his career, it's kind of the same thing as Carmelo Anthony. They kind of are cut from that same scorer, take stupid shots kind of thing, and they can fill it up when they want to, but like not the greatest character guys for the locker room, or really guys that are willing to do much more than just volume score, and they can't really change their mind frame. I could see him getting picked up by some shit team that, like the Kings, or like, just any team that is not in contention. He could go to the Hawks,
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I don't think at this point, especially with what happened last year in Game 1 of the finals, like no team that's trying to win a championship is picking up J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Did you see the Warriors said that they're not interested in Melo? That may have been last week. I think that was at the beginning of this week.
The fact that people try to get Melo to the Warriors is outrageous.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I don't know why they would want him. What's the point? Yeah. So the Warriors ended their losing streak, and I think they have won 2 games in a row. Yeah,
probably. Is Draymond Green back yet?
I don't think so. I think he's. Let's also look at last night's box score. They beat. Who'd they play last night?
They got smacked Wednesday night by OKC though.
Yeah, they did. I fell asleep in during the first quarter of that game. Yeah. That was after the Lakers Cavs.
Yeah. I don't think I watched any of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Markelle Fultz. We've got Markelle Fultz. They're calling it the hot potato free throw.
Hot potato. Did you see he's out now, and like his attorney?
Yeah, so
or whatever?
He's out. His agent. Yeah.
Going to see another specialist, and now it's something also with his wrist too. He said it might have wrist problems.
I wonder what the trade package considerations are for Fultz. Like, what team would want Markelle Fultz right now? You don't know whether or not he's
any good. Going to be good.
Why would you take Markelle Fultz?
Would you give up a second-round draft pick for him? I'd probably give up a second-round draft pick for him.
Sure.
I guess.
But again, teams that...
Yeah, but who would he play?
No team in contention is going to want a guy that can't shoot and fucking does the hot potato free throw.
Yeah. Nope. I was gonna say the Knicks, but no, I'm probably not.
No, they're rebuilding for
next whatever.
The next 2 free agencies.
Yeah. Who else is?
The Knicks have been rebuilding for a while though.
Since like 1970. Since like Patrick Ewing was there, whenever that was.
Yeah, when was that?
Like,
I don't know.
Maybe
when
early
Patrick
80s.
Ewing was there.
Oh, it was probably 80s and 90s because the Reggie Miller 30 for 30. That was probably the last time the Knicks were actually.
But they were a lot more relevant. Yeah, okay.
They were somewhat relevant.
They were contenders. They were at least contending in the East.
Yeah, and like when Carmelo was there, at least they made the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah,
but they weren't like contenders. Shoot, yeah. Who would Markelle Fultz play for? Yeah, I don't know.
What game? I was looking for the Warriors game.
He'd be a great fit for the Magic. You know, that's when all fails, and we talk about
just throw him to the Magic.
Everything goes to the Magic. We were talking about something last week, and I was like, yeah, you probably play for the Magic. Oh, it was Melo.
Yeah, it was awesome. Melo.
It was Melo.
Throw him to Orlando. He can go hang out at Disney World a bunch.
Yeah.
What game? I was looking for a box score. I was looking for the. I wanted to see if.
Draymond Green was back.
Draymond's back for the Warriors. He didn't play against the Kings. They won that game by 1. Durant had 44 and 13. That was Saturday night, and then Sunday. That's today. Those games aren't going to be done. What about Friday? The Warriors played Friday, didn't they?
Maybe.
Yep, the Trailblazers.
Oh yeah, they lost to the Trailblazers.
They beat the Trailblazers 125 to 97. They played really well. I think again, Durant had 32, Thompson 31, Quinn Cook had 19, Livingston 11 off the bench. Still no Draymond. Nope, no Draymond that night either.
Still out, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Warriors. We talked about this last week, but it's just kind of one of those second month into the season thing where they lost 4 games, like big whoop.
Yeah, the world's ending 4 games.
The Warriors lost 4 games in a row. Trade Draymond. Durant's gonna leave. Blow the whole thing up. Curry's hurt.
Fire Steve Kerr.
But so these, I guess this may speak to Steph's value to that team.
Yeah.
They lose 4 straight games without him. Durant has to carry a lot of the load, and Durant's not carrying the load as well as. I mean, the whole Draymond thing, it was right around in between all of that. So that obviously has an effect. But yeah, I think that just speaks to Steph's value a lot.
Yeah, he was involved in
the car accident. Yeah.
It's a good thing he didn't get hurt.
I mean, it would have been great for LeBron, but
Can you imagine Steph Curry dying in a car accident or something bad?
And he would. That'd be like Tupac dying. Tupac got shot in air quotes. Yeah. Whatever the fuck happened to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it'd be like you die while you're really super duper young and relevant. Although he's much older. Like, how old's Curry? 31. 30 maybe?
He's probably 30. I think he actually just turned 30.
So he's like 4 or 5 years old. Tupac was like 25 or 26?
26 maybe.
Yeah. Damn, I'm 25. Almost 26. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, dude, I'm 24.
Hopefully I don't get shot.
Yeah, I mean, if you look around out there.
There's just a bunch of water back there. I don't think people shoot people on water, do you? I don't think that's possible.
Nah, probably not.
Okay, what else for the week? I'll go back to Wednesday, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't watch much of it. Neither of us watched very much basketball.
Did you watch college-wise? Did you watch the Maui Invitational at all?
Yes. The Duke and Gonzaga game was really good.
Yeah, that was the most entertaining college basketball game I've seen in a long time.
See, that's what's great about college basketball. It's not necessarily maybe the level of skill or the quality of the game, but it's the passion and the.
That's one thing I think that Duke team, which in Gonzaga, because like that one and done rule, especially guys like Kentucky, even Kansas, like the emotion's not always there and the passion because they know they're out. But even with Duke in the past,
Gonzaga, not all those guys. I mean, probably not any of them are going to leave after 1 year.
Yeah. But they have like one guy that's going in the lottery, that Ray
Hachimura.
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah, Hachimura. He's going to be like the first Japanese guy drafted in the first round.
He's Japanese?
He's Japanese. He couldn't speak English until like 2 years ago.
So what, his dad's Japanese and his mom's black?
No, yeah, I think so. And he grew, or one of the ways.
One of them has got to be tall.
Something. You'd probably
his mom's
maybe
because Japanese people aren't really tall.
Maybe his dad's
normally.
Black, mom's Japanese.
Yeah, but his last name is Hachimura, so his dad's name would be Hachimura.
Maybe his dad's a tall Japanese guy, which is very unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely. But there's not many of those.
That Duke team?
There's obviously some.
Yeah, personally, I've never seen any of them.
I've never seen a tall Chinese person.
Also, no, just doesn't have.
Japan's in China, right? Yeah, or not China.
It's like it's considered Asia.
Asia, that's what I meant.
Have you ever seen
Japan's in China? My God,
it's all right, dude. You're not in school anymore.
No, that's true. Yeah,
You weren't like a geography major or whatever it is.
No, I was a geography major.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that even a major? Can
Probably,
you be a Yeah, I guess that's got to be in some schools.
Yeah. But have you also seen like an Asian that's pregnant? I've never seen an Asian that's pregnant. Have you ever seen
There's a decent comedy bit somewhere in there. If you massage that along a little more, you could probably work that into it.
They just pull them off the conveyor belt and they all look the same.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
The videos of at the Olympics where all of them are in the stands cheering like the North Koreans and shit.
They are like robots.
Yeah, they all look exactly the same. Especially when you're wearing the same, like all the same, like like one color on just an outfit, like a jumpsuit type of deal or whatever. Like kind of what Hillary Clinton wears, like that type of.
It's like a one piece pantsuit.
All Hillary Clinton would have had to do, she just could put the Jordan logo on the front of her those fucking jumpsuits that she wears, and she would have been just like a 50-year-old black uncle that wears a jumpsuit that looks like a picnic table cover.
Yeah, hey, about it.
Yeah.
But that Duke team, it's the first time I've seen like the one and done freshman class that seems like they really want. Like, I mean, I would imagine they all want to win, but that Duke team shows heart, and it's kind of like that old school Duke mentality where
Zion and RJ were very into it.
Yeah,
too. Yeah. Barrett kind of fucked that game up he took the last 5 shots, all difficult contested shots in traffic.
Yeah. He was like 0 for 7, I think, in the last 3 minutes or something.
Yeah,
too.
not a highlight of RJ. I mean, that's probably in the long run, a game like that is probably really good for him. Yeah. It's at the beginning of the season. Yeah, it's the Maui Invitational, but you don't who cares if you win the Maui Invitational?
Yeah, I mean, long run,
it'll be a good lesson for him that he's got the fucking Zion Williamson's on the floor.
Yeah, he had guys open that he could have kicked too.
Oh my God, yeah. He forced up a bunch of really bad shots at the end, but I think in the long run, that'll probably be really good for him. Michigan State played really fucking well this weekend.
Yeah, who they beat the other night that bad?
They beat Texas in the championship of that Las Vegas tournament, and they beat the shit out of... Who'd they play before that?
I can't remember. I want to say it was a team that was wearing red, though.
A team that was wearing red.
I, for some reason, feel like it was that.
What?
I don't know why. But yeah, I remember they won pretty.
They looked great though, dude. They looked like shit against Kansas in the first game. Now Kansas, granted, is really good. Like Kansas is going to be really fucking good, but and then they played a bunch of really shitty teams, so I didn't even really watch the games against the shit teams.
Yeah,
but fuck, I want to know who they played. When was that? Thursday? Yeah,
was it Thursday?
It was Thursday. They played UCLA. There you go.
Oh, okay, and they beat. Yeah, because it was like 17.
They controlled that entire game.
Yeah,
Cassius looked really good. Langford was really, really good over the weekend.
Yeah, what is it? Nick Ward.
Nick Ward never uses his right hand. He never uses his offhand.
Is he a lefty?
He's a lefty. Yeah. Everything is over his right shoulder to get to the left side, to shoot a left-handed.
He's a big fellow.
He's not gonna make it to the end.
No,
he tried the NBA. He didn't hire an agent, and just a lot of. I think he had meetings with a lot of teams. They were talking about it during the UCLA broadcast, and basically the team, the people who interview all the guys pre-combine and all that stuff, basically told him exactly what Tom Izzo and the Michigan State coaching staff told him. Is like, you're not going to play, you're not good enough to be in the NBA right now. And
what grade is he?
He's a junior.
Okay. He's like, because he's what, 6'9", 6'9"?
Yeah, somewhere between 6'7" and 6'9", probably 6'9"-ish. Yeah,
and
but
he's big, kind of heavy, can't really move.
Can't shoot. He's got good footwork.
Okay,
but he finishes around the basket really well, but he can't shoot. Like that 10 to 15 foot jump shot that expands. I mean, especially with the way the NBA is going. Like, if you can't shoot a 10-foot shot, you can't shoot whatever the NBA 3 is, 23, 24 foot shot.
Something like that.
So,
when you look at him, he doesn't look like he belongs in the NBA,
No, not at all. I mean, just look at all the guys in the NBA. Like, even for the Jazz, Derek Favors, he can shoot, and he's just way more. Nick, he's just too right or left hand dominant. Like, he can't switch hands at all. To the point where you'd think he'd be in like a freshman or sophomore in high school.
For some reason, I thought he was a senior. I felt like he'd been there forever.
A lot of the guys feel like they've been there forever. Okay, Jazz Lakers.
Yeah, did you watch that Friday?
No, I didn't. Did you?
It was on NBA TV, so I just found like a stream.
I worked at the radio station on Saturday morning, so I was asleep by the time that game, or way before that game started.
Very low scoring.
It was very low scoring. It was 90 to 83 was the final score. I did a story like just the sports. I just do like a quick recap of high school football, whatever's on, whatever season it is really. But I did high school football, not golf. Although the Phil and Tiger match happened, I didn't watch any of it. Did you?
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. But yeah, I did just a little story. So I read the recap, and it said that it was a pretty ugly game. Although I'm seeing LeBron do a lot of really cool things. Ingram
played pretty well.
Some high flying dunks.
Yeah.
Some deep three. The 3-point shot is greatly improved.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, he's still shooting the ball really well from three. You know, since this is you and I, we should probably do a nice little deep dive into the Lakers games, just because.
LeBron Lakers
big
fans.
Lakers fans over here.
Been Laker fans since like 1994. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I've been a Laker fan since LeBron James.
Yeah, as of July 3rd, I think it was, or July 4th.
Your buddy asked me when I saw him again. We had to redo that video shoot that he came to, Kevin.
Oh yeah, and, shout out Kevin.
And he's like, well, so what team do you like in the NBA? Because we had like a little downtime, and I just said LeBron. and he laughed. He goes, "Geez, no wonder you and Daub get along."
Yeah, he likes, like, he doesn't mind
he doesn't
LeBron,
dislike him, but
he's like a huge Jordan guy. Thinks Jordan's the GOAT, which I mean, I
get it.
But that he kind of grew up in that era, I guess. More
what
watching.
Do you mean? He's our age.
He's 30.
Kevin is 30.
He doesn't look 30, but he's 30, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's older.
What's his ethnicity?
He's Vietnamese.
See, all of Asia.
Yeah,
they don't age. They age really well. Like their skin.
They don't look old until they're like 100, and then they're like, then they look old.
Then they look like an eraser.
Yeah, they're just all wrinkly.
I guess erasers are kind of smooth, aren't they?
Yeah,
like those ones
you
used in art class.
Yeah.
Okay, Lakers and Jazz.
I think Ingram played pretty well.
Oh, that was Friday.
Who else played pretty well? Donovan Mitchell got hurt early in the game, so he didn't play like probably middle of the second quarter to the end.
17 for Burks, 13 for Gobert, 10 for Favors, 16 for Ingles. They spread the ball around pretty well.
Yeah, they're real balanced.
Cephalosha. Oh, Cephalosha's healthy.
Yeah, I guess.
Who was on the Thunder that hurt his knee a couple years ago that can't shoot for shit?
Andre Roberson.
Yeah, there you go.
Andre Roberson. He's still out.
Yeah, he's still out. So Donovan Mitchell. Oh, yeah, Donovan Mitchell had 4 and only played 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, LeBron 22, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 47% shooting from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and it looked like 2 or 3 of those. Oh, that sucks that Steph didn't get to play against his brother. They'll play them a good amount though. Seth's playing pretty well for the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers look really good just as in general.
He's a good guy to have off your bench because he can shoot the ball and score a little bit for you. He's pretty smart IQ wise with basketball. But
JaVale had 12, Brandon Ingram 24. Yeah. How many rebounds?
That was probably the best I think I've seen Ingram play. He actually looked like he was motivated and wanted to play. He dunked on a dude early in the game, just basically put the ball, catch and rip on the baseline, just one dribble, hammered, got an. I don't think they caught a foul, but he got fouled. But it was the first time I've seen him really seem like he wanted to be out
not
there.
High.
Yeah,
he probably still looked high, but
maybe he just wasn't high.
Yeah. Oh, whoa!
What type of jerseys are those?
What type of jersey is it?
It's kind of neat. It looks like the Pacers. Because the circle...
Those have to be their city uniforms, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
We're looking at the Denver Nuggets
Denver's
city uniforms.
Denver's got the one that's got the multiple, the rainbow color across. Remember that?
I don't, but this one says Mile High.
Oh, yeah, that's true. For some reason, I thought they have their city jersey is got multiple rainbow colors, like the pride flag or something.
Is that a big gay community in Denver?
It might be. I mean, you gotta think.
Should Dwight Howard go to Denver?
Maybe.
Okay, let's take a look at the standings. 16 and the Nuggets, not Nuggets. The Raptors are 16-4 in the East. And they still have the best record in the NBA. Holy shit, dude! The Clippers are atop the West.
Oh, buddy!
What? The Clippers.
Wow.
The Clippers are first at 12-6, tied with the Memphis Grizzlies at 12-6.
The Grizzlies too, huh?
And then the Golden State Warriors 14-7. The Nuggets back up to 4, 13-7. Trailblazers 5, 12-7, tied with Oklahoma City. And then the Lakers 11-7. Okay. Who do the Lakers play tonight or today?
The Magic. So
okay,
I think it's in LA.
So hopefully they're 12-7, and then they're tied for 5th with Portland and the Thunder. What else is happening? What about the East? So the Bucks have dropped to 2nd now at 14-5. Sixers 13-8 are 3rd. Pacers, Pistons, Boston is 7. At 10-10.
Yeah, Boston hasn't been playing well.
Okay, let's talk about Boston. When was their last game? I think they just played last night, didn't they?
I want to say, I think they won last night.
They beat. They lost to the Mavericks 104-113. Okay. JJ Barea had 20 points.
Good for him.
Off the bench, played 26 minutes. Harrison Barnes 20 points. DeAndre Jordan 14 and 13. Wesley Matthews 15. All right, I care more about what Boston, the Celtics did. Tatum had 21 to lead all scorers, although Irving and Smart both had 19. Jaylen Brown had 16 and 5 rebounds. Jaylen Brown has not had a good year, like at all.
He's been struggling.
I don't know that he's not. I guess I don't know that he's not had a good year, but he just hasn't been he hasn't progressed from last year.
No.
He hasn't.
They brought Gordon Hayward off the bench the other day and started. Who'd they start over him?
Marcus Morris.
I can't remember, but maybe it was
or Marquise or whichever Morris brother was on the Celtics.
But I remember they brought Gordon because he's only averaging like 9 points a game, shooting like 38% from the field. He's been struggling too.
I don't think he even played in this game against the Mavericks. No,
he didn't.
Mm-mm. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, now I want to look at their last game. I think they played Friday too. Nope. Not Thursday. Kind of sucked that there were no games on Thursday.
Yeah.
They lost to the Knicks on Wednesday.
Wow.
117-109. Trey Burke had fucking 29 points. He's coming off the bench too. Is there a timeline for what's his name?
Porzingis?
Porzingis. Yeah.
I thought it was like January or something like.
Speaking of timelines, what about DeMarcus Cousins?
I think he's also maybe January.
I think initially he was
maybe
January,
later. Yeah, it might be even later. Who knows? End December. I think January is what I thought I've heard. My sources have told me.
Your sources. So Wednesday, Hayward did play. He played 31 minutes on Wednesday. Maybe did he? Yeah, he came off the bench in that game. Tatum, Horford, Baines, Brown, and Irving, and then Morris. And I'm surprised Marcus Morris doesn't start. Why would you not start Morris over Baines? I guess they figure they've.
They started Baines over Hayward. That's who it was.
Yeah, but why not start Morris over Baines? Maybe because you want Morris in the second unit, and
I think so.
You figure that with Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum and Al Horford, you have enough scoring that you put a utility guy in like. But Morris can be a utility guy. I think he can be a great utility guy that can also score and do a lot more things. I just think Bane is basically a screener and a defender.
Yeah, and rebounder. Yeah. Just big body.
Yeah.
No, I think, Morris could probably start for a lot of teams, but I think he's also like a perfect kind of guy to bring right off the bench. Because he can shoot it, score.
He's a great six man.
And like he can guard too. So
since the Clippers are leading the West, maybe we should talk about the Clippers a little bit.
Yeah,
I think you were right. Lou Williams is probably still going to be sixth man of the year.
Yeah, even though he's
having a great year.
He plays starters minutes, but
yeah,
like I guess by default, it's,
yeah.
You think he'll be an all-star in the West? I think
he has to be. If the Clippers are playing, if the Clippers are in the top 4. Maybe even if they're in the top 5, I think he's got to be.
Because he almost was last year, but didn't quite get in.
Didn't they like somebody got hurt? I think it was Cousins that got hurt.
Yeah.
And then they put somebody in and it wasn't him and he was upset about it or something.
And then he was also upset about Jimmy Butler.
That's what it was.
Not playing at all.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but I think he was the people they brought in, like Goran Dragic. I know it was out of the East, but Dragic was an all-star, which is kind of funky, But
all right, the Clippers' last game was Friday.
No one talks about the Clippers either.
So
That's
the Clippers
crazy.
and the Grizzlies, the two teams in the top. No, at all. And I saw
no one talks about either of them.
After Lou hit that, I think he hit a game winner against the Rockets maybe like last week or maybe early this week. And his post-game interview was, what do you make of, you guys not getting talked about at all, but slowly, are putting together a 5-6 game win streak. He just said, like, that's fine with us. We'll fly under the radar and just keep quietly winning games. I mean, it's probably, especially in the West, like they're not sneaking up on people now. I guess they're in the lead in the West, but
that's impressive.
It really is.
Because you got to look at that team. It's like Tobias Harris, Patrick Beverly,
Yeah,
Williams
so
off the bench.
Friday in overtime, they beat the Grizzlies in a low-scoring game for overtime, 112-107. Tobias Harris had 12, 7 points, 4 assists. Danilo Gallinari had 20 points. Avery Bradley, 13.
Oh, I forgot. He's fine. I think he is.
Montrezl Harrell had 22 and Lou Williams had 15.
Oh, that's what. Yeah,
Montrezl Harrell. I never thought, like, he's from Lou. I never really thought of him as an NBA guy, like, at all. But I just kind of figured he was like a big guy that would fight people.
Remember Kenneth Fareed?
Yeah. Holy fuck! Where was Kenneth Fareed?
I don't know. I think he's.
Is he hurt?
No, he's like doesn't play for any. Like once he left Denver, I think it was. Yeah. He doesn't play much. I think he's with the last I thought was maybe the Nets.
Wow.
And he doesn't get like any time.
How is he not playing somewhere?
I don't know. Because Montrezl Harrell reminds me of like Kenneth Fareed when he was playing. But
Kenneth Fareed was like even freakier of an athlete than Montrezl.
They called him the Manimal.
Yeah, when he was when he played on the Olympic team or maybe it was the FIBA team.
Yeah.
He was a great fit on that team because you got a bunch of scorers around and then he's just like a freak athlete that you can throw lobs to and he'll go up and get rebounds and
he plays just really hard. But remember the
ow.
Yeah. Nice little traction there. Remember the how they always have the like Rising Stars challenge, which is like the freshman versus sophomore. He won like the MVP.
Yeah, because he was all over the fucking place.
And I think he like set the record for most points in that game.
That's interesting.
But yeah, people talk about I'm bringing up the 6-man, Lou Williams, and then also Montrezl Harrell's like. People are talking that's 1 and 2 for the 6th Man of the Year race for that award, and they're both on the same team.
Yeah, how can they? One of them's the 7th man.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, players. Kenneth Fareed, where you at, dude? There's no way he's not in the NBA.
No, he's in the NBA, but I just don't think he gets much time.
He plays on Brooklyn.
That's what. Okay.
And holy fuck,
bunch of DNPs.
Is he healthy?
Yeah, I mean he's got to be.
He's averaging 3 points a game, 2.1 rebounds per game.
That guy needs to get out of there.
Do you think it's just because he's in Brooklyn?
I don't know.
It's
been like you haven't heard about that.
Honestly, Brooklyn's not having a horrible year.
No, they're doing okay. But if I didn't say something about Kenneth Fareed, when was the last time you think you heard about Kenneth Fareed?
A couple of years ago.
That's what I'm saying. And like he was good for a couple of years. And
so
then
when did he leave? When did he leave Denver?
I don't know. A couple of years ago, I guess.
He would be great still in Denver.
He'd be good about any. You would think he'd be good anywhere just with the energy he plays. Like, he's not really super skilled, but you can always have a guy that's going to play defense.
Brooklyn's 9th in the East. It's not horrible. I mean, the East isn't good, but they're 9th below the Magic, who are 9 and 10, and they're 8 and 12. I mean, Boston's playing horrible in the East. Like, they're still in the running kind of in the East, and how is he not playing?
I don't know.
That's wild.
But yeah, that Harrell kind of reminds me of Kenneth Fareed. Plays super hard, pretty good athlete. Just looks like a freak out there.
Show me, let's see. In their last game, he played 5 minutes. No points, 1 rebound. In their game before that, 8 minutes.
Wow.
What the hell?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Game before that against the Warriors, he played 8 minutes, 6 points, 5 rebounds. That's really interesting.
I would like to know why he doesn't play.
Should we call his coach? we've got the coach of the Brooklyn Nets on line one.
What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know the Brooklyn. Who's even like name 5 players on the Brooklyn Nets team.
I've got the whole box score
without looking. Oh,
I don't.
cheap.
Honestly, the only one I would know on here is Karis LeVert
D'Angelo Russell plays
and
there.
Dinwiddie and Ed Davis. But I don't. Now
I would
I don't
have
know
known 3 of them. That's probably it.
Jay Harris, that kid, Joe Harris,
Joe,
maybe from Virginia, the white kid,
the white guy.
Jared Dudley,
God,
Jay Allen. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Jared Allen. He's the dude with the big.
Jared Allen was the
from
defensive
Texas.
end from Minnesota.
Yeah, Jared Allen. Yeah, he had barbed wire tattoo on his bicep.
And then Russell, fuck the guy.
D'Angelo Russell.
No, not DeAndre.
D'Angelo.
There you go. Yeah. And then Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Ed Davis, Sebastian Napier, Shabazz Napier, Sebastian Telfair is what I was thinking of. Yeah. They kind of look alike, actually.
Yeah. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. All
right. What other NBA stuff is there to talk about? Is that it? Did we cover enough college basketball stuff? I feel like there was a lot of college basketball this weekend.
They call it Feast Week because there's games all the time. The only bad thing is you see a lot of games that like don't really, because a lot of the times it's like they play in these big stadiums and they're half full because it's
Well, there was games in Vegas, there was games in Orlando, Atlantis, Maui.
Yeah,
it really is. It's
everywhere.
great for sitting around, with family.
Yeah,
and
it's cool also to see some of these smaller schools play that you might see in March.
Yeah,
and it's kind of cool. Yeah. They get a little TV time. Like I watched, I think it was Friday night. It was like Utah was playing Hawaii, or it was Thursday night, 1-2, and the game was on at like midnight. Started at midnight.
Yeah, so they're just on all the time.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is another thing that happened this week. The Wizards we're watching the Wizards and the Raptors highlights from, I believe this was from last night. What's your take on this whole Wizards thing?
Dude, I've never been a Wizards guy. I thought
no. Did you not hear about the trade stuff? The
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
Okay.
I mean, like Bradley Beal. If I could take one of those guys, John Wall or Bradley Beal, or
why would you? It'd be Bradley Beal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd take Bradley Beal over John Wall.
I think John Wall's got no trade value.
No,
in my opinion,
paid too much money, and I just don't think he puts up stats. But like he doesn't win. He's never won.
Does he put up stats?
I mean, yeah, I guess he averages like 25 and 8. Or 20. You know what I mean?
But it's to the detriment of the team.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't win. He's not a winner.
Yeah,
he's just kind of about his, and like he can win you a game. But like he can lose you
December.
games. Like he doesn't win games and when it matters. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like
I didn't know that those two had like do they not like each other? I
guess no one likes anybody. I guess Otto Porter Jr. is a problem too because none of them get along and they're all mad at Otto Porter Jr. because he sucks this year when he was actually pretty good last year. But I guess he's struggling. But I don't know. Those guys just all seem like those guys have egos. I feel like because Dwight Howard hasn't been anywhere. Every locker room Dwight Howard's been in has always had problems.
Yeah,
yeah,
and he's in that locker room.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Twitter. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Do you think maybe they don't? Do you think maybe there's like some intersexual stuff going on?
Maybe
like kind of like a girls' basketball team with a bunch of lesbians on it.
Yeah,
they're just doing some inner locker room stuff. Maybe Dwight Howard's fucking Bradley Beal in the butt, or maybe no, other way around. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe one of his teammates.
I don't know, man, but yeah,
hurt his glute.
Maybe I saw a tweet that said something about how here it is. So this is a bad radio because you guys can't see it, listeners. Sorry, but go to my Twitter page, follow me at Domination.
I laughed in the middle of that. You can get that off again. What is it?
At Domination, DAUBINATOTION _11. The number. Follow me. I won't probably follow you back, but here's his picture. So it's Dwight Howard as the Grim Reaper walking in all these rooms. Because you got to think everywhere he's went, it just hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
It's like he's just the death.
Orlando, LA, Houston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Washington.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All over the nation from West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard's getting fucked by transvestites in your city.
Man.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
he should just be more open about it. Just be like, yeah, fuck transvestites.
Yeah,
I get fucked by transvestites. What about it?
Yeah, let's get on with basketball here.
That's the best way. You just gotta own it, man. Just do it with confidence. You'll be fine.
God, man, that's still something. It's still something.
Yeah.
Thinking about how, that's pretty. It's just wild.
He's such a big dude.
I know.
He is huge. I thought he was gonna win Defensive Player of the Year every fucking year.
He should be. Do you think he makes the Hall of Fame? Is he a Hall of Famer? You think?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay. See, I'm borderline. Like, he's got some stats and stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
That's it. He's got some stats and stuff. That's so does everybody.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does.
Everybody has stats,
but like, he had some. He was a good
Hall of Famers have good stats.
Yeah, but he probably averages a double in a career and stuff. But his Miami or Orlando days were really good, and then once he left there, it was all downhill.
Yeah, and that's normally the opposite. Normally, you have days and then you leave and go to Orlando and play like shit.
Yeah, this is weird.
What do you think Aaron Gordon's going to get the fuck out of?
I think he signed a deal. I thought he just got an extension.
That sucks.
Dude, Orlando. Who would want to play in? Like, I understand it's Orlando, cool, but
is Orlando that cool?
I mean, it's in Florida, so it's at least nice.
I don't even like Florida.
Yeah, I do. Florida's a shithole. I'm not a big Florida guy.
Everybody in Florida is fucking crazy, dude.
Oh yeah.
I would never date a girl from Florida. I don't know about that. There's probably some really hot girls in Florida that I would fuck, but I don't think I'd ever like be in a relationship with a girl from Florida. They just seem like they're all fucking crazy. Like every girl that's in porn is from Florida.
Pretty much, probably. I mean, you can fact check that, but that's probably pretty true.
Fuck fact checking. Yeah,
no, Florida's one of those cool places. You go hang out for a week, you have a decent time. You're like, all right, let's get out of here.
Disney is nice for a day or half a day. I loved Wet and Wild in Florida. Going to the water parks is great, but after a weekend or like a long weekend, or like 5 days or something, it's like, all right, we got to go somewhere where there's a little more just regularness. Yeah, it's just too extra, man. All the Disney stuff that's way out of my league. I don't know that I think I've been to Disney once. We played AAU in Orlando, and we went to like we went to Disney's like sports complex where the college basketball games were played this weekend. And that's not really like that's not Disney really. That's just something just like that Disney owns. Yeah, it's just a sports complex. But yeah, I don't.
Florida, man, not a fan.
No, so he did sign him. I don't know.
I think he did.
What else is going on in the world?
That Tiger Phil match was a very anticlimactic.
Was it?
It was. I watched the whole thing, and it started about 3. I went to a buddy's house, and I got there like 3:15.
I thought it was starting at 7.
No, it didn't end till like 8:50 or 8:15 probably. Okay. So it was like 5 hours. What sucks about it was,
I guess that makes sense. They're playing outside. You can't play golf in the dark.
So normally you watch golf. Like I watch golf. Like any major with Tigers in the running and on, like I watch, but during like at a normal golf tournament on television, a guy hits the ball and then he walks the ball, but while he's walking you get to see other guys. This was they hit the ball and then they walk and you have nothing to watch but them walking, and they're supposed to like there's side bets and stuff, which was kind of cool.
They weren't like talking while they're walking a
little bit, but there wasn't much, and it was just like sitting there. So it was really boring, honestly, for the whole it was pretty competitive. Like Tiger hit a chip in on 17 to tie it up.
So who won?
Phil. And they played 23 holes. The best part was or 22 holes. The best part was...
Why?
What do you mean?
Why did they play 22 holes?
Because they tied after 18. So they're tied. So then they played hole 18 again for the tiebreaker, and they both, I think, like birdied it. And then after that, the next 3 holes they played was this hole that they made that's only 93 yards. So, which was cool. It was dark, but it was just like chip shots.
Okay.
Which was cool, and they just kept playing that, and it was just going to be whoever finally wins this hole. And they tied like 2 straight times.
So they went to a different hole?
No, they kept playing that same hole.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool just because it was like only 93 yards, so there's a chance,
One of them might hold it out.
Yeah, but overall, like, I know Bleacher Report had some technical difficulties, and it ended up being basically free. They didn't charge anybody. And people that paid for it, they're giving refunds.
Oh,
so like the pay-per-view, even though it's $20, people are watching it for free somehow because they're having difficulties, and the people that paid for it, they're going to give them refunds.
Wow, I should have watched it.
Yeah, but
that's the only reason I didn't, because I didn't really give a shit enough
I didn't
to
pay
pay
for
$20.
But yeah, it was just like 5 hours. I don't know. It was cool because like
So maybe they'll find a way to spice up the walking part.
And like the guys they should have would be like, I think they should do a foursome of like Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, and like one of their other, because there's like a group of young golfers that are all best friends, and they're kind of like the party guys, like still in college mode, and those guys would be fun to watch play because they'd be talking.
And maybe you
and
could
stuff.
still have Tiger and Phil in it, and so maybe you do it like 4 or 6, so that you can bounce back and forth, and maybe it's not live, so maybe you just do it. You can cut it and edit it so that you watch one and then you jump to the other or whatever, and you could even do that live, I guess. You could just have.
And like Tiger
groupings.
And Phil like are so serious about it too. Like Rick, those other guys when they golf have a little fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, these Tiger and Phil were because you could tell they both really wanted to win. Obviously, $9 million is a lot of money.
Yeah,
but it's not a ton of money to them, I guess. But
I'm sure that.
But for like,
I'm sure that they donated it.
But at least with Phil winning is a bigger story because like if Tiger wins,
what's the purse for a lot of these bigger tournaments? Like for the winner,
like 1.5 million probably.
Oh shit,
1 million. Like the big majors, most of the time, like the PGA Tour sponsored events are like $800,000 close to $1 million.
For the winner.
Oh yeah, first place. Like the total purse in a lot of these is like 8 million. So if you make the cut, you get like probably 50,000. Then it's just spread out.
No, okay, then all right.
Yeah, golfers that are PGA, they make decent money. They do all right.
No, but that's nothing compared to 9 million. Winner take all.
Oh yeah, winner take all.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But like at least with, I guess it's kind of a bigger story. Like people aren't going to talk about it very long. Like I don't think anybody cares anymore.
Yeah.
But like Phil winning is a bigger thing for him. Like if Tiger wins, so what? Because he's got so many majors and stuff already.
Yeah.
And Phil winning, it's kind of like he's always been behind Tiger, so it's kind of a bigger story that Phil won,
Yeah.
Because Tiger's always overshadowed him and everything.
Yeah,
Phil,
absolutely.
If Tiger wasn't there, Phil would have been the best player in the world for about a decade.
So was there trash talk? That was the big hype up. Is that they were
not
going to
really.
be talking trash, and
No.
what were the side bets like?
A lot like farthest drive, closest to the hole.
And they just
kind
of randomly be like
about every hole, honestly. It was about somebody would say
pre-thought out, pre-staged side bets.
I don't know about.
Or
I don't know.
just like,
no.
all right,
it was just live. Like Tiger'd
okay.
be like, or Phil would just say something and be like 100, and they'd be like 100. And they were offering like $100,000, $200,000 in one shot and stuff.
Jesus Christ!
But it was donation to the other person's charity.
So
those guys, those. So
the side bets go to their charity.
Yeah, their charity.
Okay.
And they don't cancel out. So let's say I bet $100,000 and I win this bet, and the next bet you bet and you win $100,000. They don't cancel out. I still have to pay your charity $100,000. You have to pay my charity $100,000.
Gotcha.
So, which is it's a good cause,
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I'm sure that it won't be with Bleacher Report again.
Yeah.
Unless another network it saw that it didn't do very well and doesn't want to pick it up.
I would like to see like the reviews and the overall ratings of it, because I mean it was like the first 9 holes were entertaining, but after that it's just kind of like, man,
just too long.
Yeah, it'd been better if they just played 9 holes, honestly. 18 is a lot to watch when there's no action in between shots.
I'm sure they'll make changes to it, and some other network will pick it up, or Bleacher Report will do it again, and they'll maybe add some people, although that takes away from like the versus, just one-on-one. But maybe the one-on-one in golf is not that cool of a thing. What if like NBA guys in the off season put together something like this where like LeBron played Durant in a one-on-one best of 7 to 15.
I'd watch it
in the summer and did it through uninterrupted.
I'd watch it. I could see LeBron doing something like that, or because that'd probably make money.
Oh fuck yeah!
So why not,
dude?
I'd watch it.
If LeBron and Durant played one-on-one, that would be so much fun. Dude, I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That'd be awesome.
That'd work.
There you go. Who wants to take that one? All the people out there listening to this, steal that, because I want to see that happen.
Yeah, and then
we should just make that happen. You want to call them and be like,
let me get a hold of a couple of my peoples. You get a hold of a couple of your peoples, and then we'll get the numbers.
I know you got people in places out there in the NBA since you're my correspondent.
Yeah, I've been traveling this past week, man. It's been pretty busy.
You were just down in Indy. You got anything about the Pacers for me?
I had a dream last night that I ran into Lance Stevenson at a party.
Okay. He's not in Indy anymore.
I know, but he was in Indy.
Yeah.
I guess last time I went down there the night before, Ethan and Will and Adam ran into him. So, I had a dream.
So you had a dream that you did the same thing. What was Lance like in your dreams?
He was a pretty cool guy. I got a picture with him, and I dapped him up. I remember that much. And I said something about he should get more PT in LA.
What did he say? He said, "Yeah, bro, I should."
He said, "Yeah, bro." I think that's about it. I can't remember what.
Isn't it weird how much you like? You'll just remember the most random stuff about dreams.
Oh, dude, I had some funky dreams last night. I don't know.
Was it because you were drunk?
It might have been. I had a dream. Also, being around Thanksgiving, I had this dream that there's this 200-pound turkey that was live that was getting passed around as a pet because people didn't want to kill it. And I walked into this house. Okay. And it was my parents' house, and they had the turkey and holding on to this 200-pound turkey, and it was alive, just walking around. I don't know, cool, man. It was just funky. I just remember that too.
One time I had a dream about a really big fucking daddy long leg that was like, with its legs out, it was like 8 feet in diameter.
What'd you do? Kill it? Run from it?
I just ran inside and I woke up. It was out on our back deck. Yeah.
You're
not going to get hurt in a dream.
You're not.
It might be scary, but nothing ever. You fall off a cliff and then while you're falling, you just wake up like, holy fuck. You never hit the ground.
Cheryl Miller.
Is this a WNBA ad? Oh, no.
What do you think JaVale McGee is saying about this? They play good basketball. Very skilled.
Oh, that's right. His mom played in the NBA, in the WNBA. Oh, really? I think so.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure JaVale's mom played in the WNBA.
That's cool. Good for her.
I wonder who she married, because that is a big ass dude, JaVale McGee.
He's a big fella.
Yeah. He grew up like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He play in like your AAU organization or something?
He grew up in Muskegon, which is like 30 minutes north of where I was born, and he played in the same AAU organization as me, maybe 4 or 5 years ahead of me. I think he's 29 probably, or something like that.
I was gonna say maybe 30.
Yeah, he's like 4 or 5 years older than me. There was a story, I got a notification that it was like an interview with him or like a special, maybe that was it, about him being from Michigan and talking about his upbringing. Muskegon's not the greatest place.
I can imagine.
It's not a horrible place, but
it's not the greatest.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. McKeegan, as they called it.
McKeegan?
No, that's just what the kid who had a hearing impairment and speaking impairment on our manager on my high school team was from Muskegon. He called him McKeegan. He couldn't pronounce his S's and his G's.
That'd be rough.
Yeah. All right. Well. What time does the Lakers game start?
3:30.
3:30. It's almost 3 o'clock.
For real?
Are you gonna stay for the Lakers game?
I'll watch part of it.
Yeah, we'll watch some hoops, man.
Yeah.
All right, because we can do
one
anything.
of these podcasts on one of these times is we're gonna have to watch half of it, and we just have to live broadcast while we're watching the game. Or you know what I mean? That'd be kind of different.
All right, coming right back after this commercial break, we're gonna watch the first half of Lakers and Magic,
and we just talk about it.
And we'll just be talking, you know.
I thought about that. It'd be cool.
We'll be back shortly.